Yo, what up? It's Grant from the future. This video was actually recorded like 5 months ago, but we're finally making it today. I think it's a banger. I recorded this right when all these levels were fresh in my mind, and yes, this is one of the best orango videos of all time. Thank you. I love you.
LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga, baby! I've spent the past few weeks 100%ing LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. And now that I've officially gotten every gold brick and every mini kit, the blue mini kits do not count. I think now I'm at liberty to give my own ranking of every single level in the game. If you've seen other rankings on YouTube, scrap them. They're wrong. This is the definitive one. I've been playing this game for longer than I can remember across multiple different consoles, and I have countless hours in every single level in this game. Literally back when I was like 6 doing the pod race on my Wiimote nunchuck, like, this is the definitive ranking. And I'm not swayed by the movies because this is the first way that I experienced Star Wars. Don't ask me about the prequel movies. I have not seen them. I know the story of them because of the game. This game is legitimately one of my favorite games of all time, and it's sick that I finally get to make a video. Shout out to my old video from like 6 years ago of top 5 LEGO Star Wars characters that I did with Sam. Does it hold up? Probably not. But Grant, how are you going to rank all the levels? You got to talk about the criteria. Did you not hear Lex talk about it in the one? Oh my god, dude. Levels are going to be ranked on how fun they are to play, how enjoyable 100% of the level is, except for the blue mini kits. And if there are bonus features that make it ass, then it's going to tank it. If there are bonus features that make it great, it's going to skyrocket. Is there going to be nostalgia involved in this list? Yes! This is my list and it's real! Alright? And to start off this list at number 36, we're going to talk about a level that you might not even remember. Because I didn't when I was playing through it recently. This is Falcon Flight. Oh my god, this level is horrible. It's so bad. Here are the pros of this level. You play as the Millennium Falcon. For those of you who are like me and don't remember what happens here, this is how it starts. You destroy some Imperial cannons and then wait a long time for the ships to fall. It's an insanely long time. It's unnecessary. Then you go through an asteroid field, destroy a big asteroid with torpedoes. Go through an asteroid field, destroy a big asteroid with torpedoes. Go through an asteroid field, destroy an even bigger asteroid with torpedoes. Then there's the level. It's so shit. Oh my god. I can't even explain how bad it is. It's boring. It's not fun. It's repetitive. It serves nothing for the story. They just needed another level and they put it in. Oh my god. It's actually horrible. I 100%ed it quick, so I never had to play it again. And oh my god, like, if you don't have infinite torpedoes, yeah, good fucking luck. All right, this level is actually dog shit. But now we can go into another level that's actually dog shit, and that is Mozes Spaceport, dude. Don't these last two levels I just can't even describe. I quit out of this level. This is the only level I left it to last to complete because I knew it was horrible. The only thing redeeming about it is the theater is very cool. But other than that, I hate it. You go through, there are a lot of levels in this game where they kind of reuse assets. And this is one of those levels where it's just like, it's just Tatooine. It's just, the colors are not appealing. Everything just looks bland. And the level's convoluted. All the doors look the same. The objectives are weird. Get it out of here! Get it out of here! This is why episode 4 is horrible. It's the worst, but that's a little bit of a spoiler, because now I can talk about, I have a whole spreadsheet with every single level, and we're breaking this into tiers. Luckily, this is the last of the bad tier. You can call it the F tier. This is the last level in the levels that I think are just straight up bad in this game. Now we get to go to what you could consider the D tier with the meh levels in this game. It's like meh. Like, alright, I had to play it. It's like whatever. Like, meh. Number 34, we got Gunship Cavalry. I mean, I tried to play through this before you get to 3,840 times studs. Some of these true Jedis are just dog shit, and this is definitely one of them. Because those lasers, when you try to come back and get another bomb to break the wall, it's unbearable, actually. It's so lame. You just die because they're timed so you can go through. They're not timed so you can come back. It's a ship level. I mean, ship levels, they vary in how good they are. Like, obviously, a base ship level is going to be worse than a base, like, walking level. But, yeah, it's just uninteresting. Like, the final thing, you just shoot places. Like, I don't know, at the base. It's like, whatever. I don't really get the point of it. It just kind of exists. I think the bonus, where it's, like, timed and it's a little harder, that's at least interesting because now there are stakes. This is just like shoot the thing, you're done. The mini kits I just obtained. I don't even remember how I got them. They just showed up because I was trying to shoot the little pods and it accidentally got me the mini kit. Like, get it out of here. Number 33, we got Through the Jundland Wastes. I thought this was going to be the worst level in the game because this is the only level. When I was a kid and I was playing through on the Wii, I did not beat Episode 4. I beat all the other ones, but I hated Episode 4. Because Through the Jundland Waste and Mozes Spaceport are just horrible. This one's a little better because at least going in and getting R2 and C-3PO is interesting. But this level is so long for no reason, and that whole ending part where you have to drain the water just so you can walk into Luke's house, there's like so much space there and none of it means anything. Oh, I hate Episode 4. They just reuse shit. That's all Episode 4 is. Don't even talk to me about Episode 4. Number 32, we got Defense of Kashyyyk. When I was a kid, even now, the part where you're on the sand on the beach, it still confuses me. I think about this level and it hurts my brain because I have bad memories of it as a kid and I have bad memories of it now. Why is it 32? Why is it above all these other levels? Because after you open the part where you have to shoot the targets and go through the bridge, it's a little cool. I like the colors. I like jumping over the boulder part. But other than that, I mean, it's the worst in Episode 3, and Episode 3 is insane. So it gets boosted because it's in Episode 3, if you want me to be honest. Playing as Yoda's sick. Playing as Chewbacca for the first time sick. But the forest levels are not my thing. They're just like, they just kind of exist. And they're like, whatever. It's like meh, you know? It's like D tier. We've got Retake Hoth Palace at number 31. They took Escape from Naboo, and they just did it again, and it's boring. It's not fun. I mean, the max Jedi in this level is 100,000 studs. Before I had times 3,840, I have no idea how I was supposed to get it. How are you supposed to get that with no bonuses? I only got it because I had times 2. I don't understand how you're supposed to hit 100,000 studs. There are a couple cool parts. I like the statues that you can break with the switches, and then I also like the dinner place scene. That's pretty cool, but other than that, it's just the other Naboo level, but just worse. I mean, why does it even exist? So, yeah. This is the last level in Meh. This is the D tier, and now we're moving on to the alright levels. They're alright. You know, C tier. They're alright. Starting off at number 30, we got Speeder Showdown. Now, Speeder Showdown, the gameplay where you're going on the speeders and trying to shoot down the troopers is sick. What's the issue with Speeder Showdown? It is too damn long. If you're not doing the speedrun skip where you just don't play the level at all, then you have to do that shit 4 times. What the fuck? Why are you doing it 4 times? And each time gets long. Man, get that fucking out of here, dude. Every other part of this level is cool. I love shooting down in the AT-AT, but oh my god, it is too long. Why did they make levels too long? It's unnecessarily long. Get it out of here. We got vehicle level number 2 in a row coming up next with Hoth Battle. It's the first level of Episode 5, and, you know, it's alright. I mean, it's just like Gunship Cavalry, but it's better because you don't die in bullshit ways. But it's just really long. I like shooting the enemies at the end better than I like shooting the base. And the collectibles are pretty cool. That's how it edges above Gunship Cavalry. But still, I mean, some of the vehicle levels, it's just reused. Like, why are we doing this again? Dude, what are we doing here? Coming in at number 28, we got Mos Espa Pod Race. This is probably the most inventive vehicle level because you're not shooting. You're just racing. I like getting the collectibles. It cringes me that you can't get everything in that level until literally the end of episode 4 when you unlock the TIE Fighter. That is so cringe. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty cool. I like that it's just so different. It's so refreshing from all the other vehicle levels, which gives it a slight edge. But at the end of the day, you're just riding in a circle 3 times. What, are we playing fucking Mario Kart? Like, where are the item box? Get out of here. Anyways, next up we got Rebel Attack. I think Rebel Attack would be higher if Into the Death Star didn't exist. And Rebel Attack is basically Into the Death Star, but not as good. You go, you destroy the Death Star. It's the end of episode 4. Thank God episode 4 is done. But it's just like, I don't know, they do it better. In levels where they do it better, the worst level is going to get penalized because they just do the same shit, but this level's a little better. Last level in the all rights here, we've got Escape from Naboo. I was annoyed that Retake Theed Palace and Escape from Naboo were the same, so it penalized Escape from Naboo a bit. But I don't know, it's all right. Like, what else do you want me to say? You're going through Theed Palace, and I like the ending part where you break all of the things. You break all the cages. I think that's pretty cool. I like the collectibles here. I think it's alright, but I think it's the last level of C tier because this game is so fire that we've got 25 levels in B tier or higher, alright? Coming in at number 25, we've got the Battle of Endor. I hated this level when I was a kid because I hated the little tree part. The Ewoks are annoying, but recently playing through it, going into the little base where you have to blow it up and you have to open all the switches, I think that's super interesting. I love the little puzzles they have in there. And yeah, I think that this is the best Endor level. This is the best forest level. There are like 3, and 2 of them I don't like, so this obviously is the best. Sets up the next level very nicely, which is going to be higher on the list. If you couldn't tell already, it's going to be higher on the list. So yeah, Battle of Endor. It's alright. I used to think it was bad. Now I'd put it in B tier. You know, it's pretty good. I like it. Number 24, we got Jabbas Palace. Jabbas Palace to me just feels like Great Pit of Carcoon, but worse. And so many of these levels feel like that to me, where it just feels like reused assets. I hate the little gross spider things. I like the boss fight at the end. Super interesting with how you have to use the guards to kill the big guy. I don't know what the big guy's name is. Alright, Rancor. I like the boss fight with Rancor. But other than that, it's like the Gamorrean guards are too hard to kill. Too many of them come out. It feels a little too long. And I think they do it better on Carcoon. But still, I think it's real good. I mean, I put it 24. It's better than all the other levels. Obviously, that's how rankings work. Number 23, we got Bounty Hunter Pursuit. I actually enjoyed this vehicle level. I think the setting is super cool. I love the story when Zam Wessel dies at the end. Pretty cool. The first time you get to unlock a bounty hunter, which is really important because then you can go back and do all of your objectives from episode 1 that needed to get blown up by the silver. I love that. I love being able to do that. Other than that, the mini kits are cool. I like shooting down all the things, doing the 1 out of 10s. It's hard to find. I had to use the mini kit detector to find all of the beacons, but yeah, as the first actual like vehicle level where you're shooting things, I think it's interesting, and I think it mixes up the foundation that they do where it's usually just a shooting objective mini kit level. So yeah, Bounty Hunter Pursuit, it's pretty good. I like it. Number 22, we got Invasion of Naboo. This is a level. This is an iconic level. To me, there are like 4 really iconic levels in this game, and this is definitely one of them. Playing as Jar Jar, you finally get to jump high. Like, even though Jar Jar is a shit-ass character outside of that, being able to have the dude that jumps high, it opens up a bunch of new puzzles. I really like it. It's one of the only times in the story where you actually have a character that can jump high in your party. that you're using to complete the level, which is very cool. I like the setting. I guess this is kind of a forest level, but I never thought about it like that because I usually associate the forest levels with being bad, and this one is good. Really enjoy the objectives here. Running into the water at the end, very cool. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty good. I like it. Number 21, we got Rescue the Princess. This level annoys me because it's fire, but it's the same as Escape the Death Star. I cannot separate them in my mind. Movie 4, what the hell are you doing? And I really enjoy some of the parts when you ride up the elevator and see all of the stormtroopers in the beach suits in the bathtub. That's awesome, but it just blends together with the other Death Star level. And I think the other Death Star level is better, and that's going to penalize this level. This is the theme of the list here, guys. It's been the same thing the whole time. This has always been the theme. So, yeah. Number 20, we got Dagobah. Awesome to see Luke have the lightsaber for the first time. Love that that happens. There are bats on this level. I 100%ed this level when I had invincibility. If you don't have invincibility, this is actually horrible. Oh my god, the bats are so strong, and you have to like do the Jedi slam to kill them, and they just annoy me, and oh my god, they're the worst. Collecting things in this level, pretty cool. You literally destroy Yoda's TV. This is a little fucked up, but it's kind of funny. I like fighting Darth Vader here, using the Force to get to the different heights. I've always enjoyed that. And when Yoda has to pick up the ship, it's cool that Luke can't pick up the ship because he literally just learned how to use the Force. But this was just a taste as to what was to come at the end of Episode 5, and oh boy, it's so money. Number 19, we got Great Pit of Carcoon. Already kind of talked about it before. Killing Boba Fett, that cutscene, that mid-episode cutscene is awesome. I like going on the ship, and I like shooting down the targets to destroy the ship. But the issue is, when you get in the ship and you're doing the thing with the disco party, it just feels like Jabbas Palace all over again. Because that's what you did in Jabbas Palace. You built up the speaker boxes. Why are they the same? Why are levels the same? Why do they keep making one level and then just doing it again? Making interesting levels, oh my god! Ugh. Number 18, we got Battle over Coruscant. This is originally in my alright until I replayed it recently. This is so cool. I love that it's like classic arcade shooter. It's so interesting. It's so different than any other shooting level because it's an auto-scroller. And you just die sometimes when you hit some of the ships. I think that's cool. At the end of the day, it's a vehicle level, and there's barely any exploration because it forces you to go a specific way. But still, I thought it was good enough to hit the top half of the list. I mean, Episode 3, it just drops bangers. Banger after banger after banger. What do you want me to say other than that? Number 17, we got Darth Maul. And if Darth Maul is here, then we must be getting into some good shit. The Darth Maul fight is very interesting. I love the end with Qui-Gon. My sweet mate Max always wants to talk to me about the Darth Maul fight and how many implications that has on the rest of the series, and I don't really care. Opening room takes a little too long. Darth Maul, he just forces the things at you, force it back at him. I like getting the mini kits, though, and the room with the purple pillars that just kind of shoot you up, very cool. I enjoyed it a lot. Number 16, we got Secret Plans. This surprised me. I thought this level was kind of mid, and then I played through it again, and going through all of the corridors that you can in free play, the Death Star has so much life when you do this, and I think that's so fun. All the secrets and collectibles are awesome. Bounty Hunter mission, very fun. I haven't talked about the Bounty Hunter missions at all. All of them are real good. They're just in spots where mini kits are. Super cool. Yeah. The ending, it sets up all of Episode 4, which penalizes it a bit because Episode 4 sucks. But, yeah. I mean, Princess Leia, you're playing as that basic rebel-ass guy. He's whatever, but I love using the droids. I don't know. I think Secret Plans is very cool because it sets up the latter half of the series. I enjoyed it. Last level of good, we got Count Dooku. End of Episode 2. He's not dead yet. But why do you fight him? He doesn't die. You fight him again in Episode 3. That's annoying. but the level is fire. I think it's more interesting than the Darth Maul room. I like the secrets more than the Darth Maul level, and the fight's more intriguing because he lightnings you, and then you have to go up with the other guy. Very cool. Yeah, the Count Dooku fight I think is super interesting, super fun, except you don't accomplish anything because he just comes back in episode 3. That's obnoxious. We've made it to the great. We're done with the good levels. We're here at the great levels. We made it finally to A tier. And to kick off A tier, we've got Escape from Echo Base. Hoth Battle set up Escape from Echo Base, and thank God it did, because this level is very fun. When you build the gas tank, and then you have to rotate it so it goes on the right track to blow up the thing to get C-3PO, you go down a little slide. You bounty hunter get Admiral Akbar from a water tank, and that's just a regular mini kit. Very cool. This is the level where you go up and you see all the Christmas trees to get the mini kit, and you climb through. Oh my god, dude. 100%ing Echo Base was one of the most fun. I thought it was super cool. The end room where you have to flip the switches just to unlock the things. Awesome. Love all the collectibles. This level's great. I mean, we're in the great tier. What do you want me to say? We're here. We know these are the best levels. These are the best of the best, right? Number 13, now we got Death Star Escape. I mean, it's better than Rescue the Princess. You start out in the trash room. You're about to die, and then R2 saves your life. Super cool. I love the end room where you have to do all the puzzles, and you can literally go up into the Obi-Wan Darth Vader fight. Obi-Wan sacrifices himself so you guys get dip. Super sick. And now the gang's all together. This is the highlight of episode 4. The highlight of episode 4 is number 13. Guys, episode 4 is not good. It is the worst. The best is number 13. Oh my god. Number 12, we got Ruin of the Jedi. It sets up Darth Vader, which, spoiler alert, is higher in the list. I love going through. The colors of this map are super interesting. They're engaging. Like, it's unlike any of the other levels. You have to spin the wheel at the end to start the video, and then everyone has to dip because we got to stop Anakin's ass because he just killed everyone. I love this level. I think you play as Yoda and Obi-Wan. Like, what else do you need? It comes off of Kashyyyk, which gives it bonus points. The opening part with the dudes in the hoods, and there are so many secrets there. I love how you get the red brick, how you have to go to the other side and then move the thing. Awesome. Super great level. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. At number 11, we got the best vehicle level in the game right here, and that's into the Death Star, baby. Oh my god, this is awesome. They do the beginning of Falcon Flight, but way better. You get to play as the Millennium Falcon. Falcon Flight could not exist, and this level would be amazing. Like, this level does what Falcon Flight does, but makes it interesting. You actually go into the Death Star, and you have to blow it up again, but it's Lando because everyone else is pissing themselves right now. The ending scene where you're just holding forwards and holding down shoot as the Death Star blows up behind you, that's awesome. I love that. And they saved the world. It's the end of the game. It brings on the cutscene with all the ghost characters. I don't know what more you want out of vehicle level. This is the peak of vehicle levels in this game. Going into the top 10, you are lying to yourself if you don't think this is here. This is Negotiations. The first level in this game, if this level was not good, this game would not be as successful as it is. The first level set the tone. Everyone remembers Negotiations. This is one of the most iconic levels of all time. You load in your Qui-Gon and your Obi-Wan, and you're going through to get to the ship to fly away. What more do you want? You get Silver C-3PO, and you're like, what's going on here? This isn't C-3PO. This is it. The secrets here are awesome. Everything you go back and do is sick. I love the part where you fight the droidekas and you have to force the thing, open the thing, you know, go in. This is, if this level was not good, then this game would not be where it is today. This is the best level in episode 1, and it's number 10. This deserves to be number 10. Negotiations is fire, and you know it is, because you know that this game is big, and it would not be big without this level. Number 9, we got General Grievous. I, at heart, am 8 years old. When I was 8 years old playing this game, General Grievous was the coolest dude of all time. He has the higher jump, and he has 4 lightsabers. Literally all of me and my 8-year-old friends were freaking out. He's got 4 lightsabers. He's the coolest dude of all time. Everyone wanted to beat the General Grievous level so you could unlock him. And then you play as General Grievous and he's still got 4 lightsabers and he can jump high. Awesome. The level, it's an interesting boss level. You stay in one area, but they utilize the space so well. Like, you don't have to go in different rooms. You just go to different areas in the same room. I think they do great with the space they have there. The speedrun skip, you just have Commander Cody blast General Grievous' ass a couple times. Love the ending cutscene when Obi-Wan just boinks him. It's awesome. General Grievous, he makes the level, and the level itself is sick. And is this nostalgia? I refuse to answer that question. General Grievous level's awesome. Number 8, we got Jedi Battle. Mace Windu's my favorite character in the whole series, and you finally get to play as him. It's so sick. When I was like 10 playing through this game, I would have Mace Windu, and I would choose him as my free play character every time. So to actually get to use him is awesome. Unlocking all the Jedis, super great. I love the Coliseum aspect. I think it's a super sick level, just going around killing everything. Yeah, this level's dope. I mean, if you don't think it's dope, then you were never a kid playing this game. Same thing with General Grievous. These two, like, when I was 10, I knew these would be fire, and they still are. They hold up. They're still sick. Number 7, we got Betrayal over Bespin. You fight Boba Fett. Han goes into Carbonate. I mean, you have the speedrunner skip. It's got the best track in the game, musical track. I haven't talked about the music at all. The music is great, but this is my favorite track by far. Going through, they utilize the space so well. This is another level. I mean, Cloud City is awesome. You got betrayed, but then Lando's your bro now. All of the dudes that are just running around, this is like the only level with NPCs. And that's awesome. I remember this kid thinking, that's so cool that there are just dudes going around. This level is so sick. It's great. It's so good. But it's not as good as number 6, which is Chancellor in Peril. Playing as Anakin and Obi-Wan, this is like the last time they're bros. And you have to go save the Chancellor. You kill Count Dooku finally, something you couldn't do before. When you're running and the thing is pushing at you, Episode 3 did that multiple times. And this is the first time they did it. Awesome. Trying to get the red brick, hard, but it's rewarding. All of the secrets in this level, super cool. I mean, if you play through this level and you see the Grievous bodyguards and you don't think it's sick, then you are smoking something. This level's awesome. But it's the last level of the A tier. The S tier is top 5. These levels are amazing. They're iconic. They're so fun. I would go play them right now, and I will. These levels are the ones that define LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. And you should know what they are, because there are only 5 left. To kick off our S tier, we've got the most iconic level in LEGO Star Wars history, and that is Droid Factory. You remember Droid Factory if you've played this game. When I talked to Anna yesterday about all my rankings, and I told her about my top 5, the only one I did not have to explain to her and remind her what it was Droid Factory. This is like, you know, you can see the conveyor belts in your mind. I love the world in this level. When you go through, the red brick is super awesome, where you have to switch all of the walls, and you kill all the dudes that have the gross sounding guns, and you free Obi-Wan at the end. This level is amazing. I think that if this level and another level in Episode 2 didn't exist, the game would not be as big as it is. I think that negotiations kept people playing this game, and then Droid Factory was what cemented it as one of the best games of all time. Because Droid Factory is a masterpiece. But it's only number 5. That's because number 4 is Cloud City Trap. The most entertaining level to watch speedrunners do. They literally skip like 3/4 of the level. You actually get to fight Darth Vader as Luke. It's awesome. The I am your father reveal, that's how I knew. When I was a kid, I hadn't seen the movies. That's how I knew he was your father. Because I saw the ending cutscene. You fight Darth Vader. He's got so many hearts, but it's so sick because you traverse. This is the best usage of multiple spaces in a boss level because it's all centered around the boss, but you have so many different rooms to go in. Collectibles are awesome in this level. I love playing through it. I would play through it right now again. I'm going to say that every time. You finally killed Darth Vader. Well, you just beat him, but then he almost kills you. He cuts off your hand, and then you just dip, and then you're chilling, and you have to wait for Betrayal over Bespin, which presumably happens at the same time. These are the two greatest levels in a row, but they're not because there's one that's better. But this is just awesome. When you play through this level, you know it's going to be sick. You finally fight Darth Vader. You throw a trooper in the carbonate, and you get a mini kit, bro. It's phenomenal. But it's not the best Darth Vader and Luke level, because number 3 is Jedi Destiny. This level could have been number 1, but it's one room. That's all it is. All you do is fight the Emperor in one room. But then how did they make it so goated? Have you ever tried to collect everything in this level? The extra rooms in this are immaculate. The red room has like 4 collectibles on its own. You get to play as Darth Vader and Luke. This blew my mind when I was a kid. Like, oh, they hated each other, but now they're bros. And you finally fight the Emperor. The Chancellor is the most dog shit character because all he can do is jump. And you finally get to kick his ass. I hate that bitch so much. And this level is actually amazing. What else do I need to say? This is the peak of the back half of the game. It's amazing. You get to unlock the Emperor, and his animations are awesome. They're so cool. They're so different from everyone else. He's got lightning. You still kick his ass. You could cheese this level in like 20 seconds, but why would you want to? Because it's phenomenal. You don't want to skip it at all. At number 2, this might be what most people thought was going to be number 1, and it almost was. This top 3, so close. But we've got Darth Vader. This is probably the coolest level. You're in a volcano, and you play as Anakin and Obi-Wan, and they hate each other, but they have to do puzzles to survive, even though they're trying to kick each other's asses, because one of them has to survive, but you still have to work together to get to the final point, and then the lava's coming down, and you have to go on all of the platforms that are falling down. This is the only level with a timed objective where you actually just die, 30 seconds to build all the pillars. Like, this is actually, this is the one. This is Lego Star Wars. This level is that dude. Like, it is the coolest one. You actually do PvP at the end if you have 2 players. That is so sick. But it's not number 1. Number 1, I didn't even know this was going to be number 1 till I made the list, and it is undeniable that number 1, the best level in Lego Star Wars, is Discovery on Camino. When you pull up with Obi-Wan and the red R2-D2, I think it's R4P17, you know this is going to be a banger because you see all of these platforms that you can hover to with R2, and the rain setting, the collectibles in here, probably has the most iconic Lego Star Wars thing ever, which are the circles that you run in the diamond to unlock the mini kit. You see the dude with the tall neck, like this. He's got a tall neck, the goat, and you fight Jango Fett, and Boba Fett's a clone. That was insane. Jango Fett's making all the clones. They discovered that on Camino. And then they take Obi-Wan, and you have to go rescue him in the next level. This and the Droid Factory, they spoiled us. Because these are like two of the top 5 levels of the game. I can't believe how much I enjoy this level. When you're running outside in the rain, it's got probably the best collectible in the game, which is what I think when R2, you have to hover to the opposite side of where you're supposed to go to get the mini kit. Super engaging. Dude, I cannot say enough good things about this level. I think it's the best one. I think it's the best level in the game. All of the top 5 are phenomenal, though. They're all S tier. Like, your top 5 could be interchangeable. You could throw Bespin in there. You could throw Chancellor and Peril up there. But, no, these are the 5 best, and Camino is the best one. It's got the best setting. I have nothing else to say about this level and about any of these levels. This is my full ranking of all 36 levels in this game. We got a little bit of a stat for all of you stat enjoyers. I'm also a stat enjoyer, so on my spreadsheet, I went through and categorized and saw which movie was statistically the best. As number 3, Revenge of the Sith had the best average score of a 13.2. That's absurd. Then we've got number 2, number 5, number 6, number 1, and obviously number 4 is the worst with an average score of 24.2. That is humiliating. A New Hope, get a better game, kid. I also went through and saw which type of level was the best. A -1, a -2, a -3. And this might surprise you, because the best level is -6. And it surprised me a little bit till I thought about it. And I was like, no, this makes sense. -6s are fire. I thought it was going to be -5, but -5 got tanked. It had 3, 4, 12, and 13 insane stat lines so far. But it also had 31 and 34 on my ranking. And it just tanked. It tanked it so far, it was worse than -2s. -2 out of nowhere. But I guess when you have Camino and Chancellor and Peril, you're going to be pretty good. -1, and then it's -4, and then at the bottom is -3, which surprised me a little bit till I realized 35 and 36 are both -3s. This is one of the longest videos that I've put effort into, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I had super fun making it. I saw that Shay Frillis made this video, and I said, I'm going to do it better. I haven't seen his video, but I hate watch him sometimes because I don't think his content's great, and I think I can do a better job. So this is my chance to make a better job. Thank you for watching. This video was sick. We're going to come back with more sick content like this. I love you. Goodbye.